All right, gizzards up.
Half a dozen gizzards.
If you say it tastes like chicken, I'm leaving.
No.
We've already had a dozen.
This is the only place you're gonna want to try them. Everywhere else is gonna taste like you bit into your tennis shoe or your belt.
I haven't seen my belt in years. There's plenty more on the menu. The burgers.
Can't get a better cheeseburger than Joe's.
The massive fish and fries. Look at the size of that. Even deep-fried desserts.
This is kind of an off-the-wall, unusual place to go.
But with a name like Joe's Gizzard City, you know why I'm here.
Gizzards up.
And they're the best gizzards in the world.
Who else has gizzard?
Alligators and earthworms.
Thank goodness we're serving them from chickens. That great idea came from Joe Sr., who took over his father's chicken joint in 1968.
We don't like to waste anything, and they turn out to be quite a deal.
Explain exactly what the gizzard is to me.
That's a grinder. It's like a second stomach.
You're not eating the working part of the stomach.
Good, because I don't like anything that has a job. Oh, so that's the muscle of it.
The muscle of it, yeah.
The muscle around here is Joe Jr., who's taken over for his dad.
I was working through the corporate structure
Of restaurants?
about 7-8 years ago. So you know it's time to come back and work for the family.
And take over the gizzard empire.
That's right.
That's gnarly.
We're actually gonna pressure cook the gizzards.
And why?
You have to tenderize the gizzard, or else it's gonna taste like shoe leather.
So that's why most people don't eat gizzards at home.
Correct.
What seasonings do we put in it?
All right, we're gonna have garlic powder, celery salt, and salt.
Now we lock and load.
Lock and load, baby.
Don't those look precious?
Joe's famous batter mix.
Now what is this?
A special flour.
Where's it come from?
I can't tell you that.
It has like a cornstarch consistency, but it's not cornstarch.
You never know, but it's a special flour.
Thanks a lot. So if I figured out this one, I'm gonna take some of that home with me and find out. Now water. I'm gonna get you a mixer for Christmas.
Please.
This arm is leaving up. Look at that, like a python going to snap at you.
All right, here we go.
I didn't need that many. I don't want to waste.
Oh, you're gonna want more than this.
Burn, baby, burn. Is that enough?
Yes.
I don't want to be a hog and have them all. Seriously, save some for yourself. Oh, you'll love this. Look tender. You know what? I think they're quite tasty, actually. I think the seasoning that you pressure cook them in, that makes a big difference. The batter is killer.
Don't get gizzards anywhere else.
These gizzards are the best.
And deep frying ain't your only option.
Naked Cajun gizzard.
I got the garlic and herb, and it's really good.
Hey, put them in an omelet. Is that a gigantic gizzard?
That's a piece of chicken. I got the combo plate. Best of both worlds.
Oh, you can. You can get the outside,
Outside, inside.
You can get the outside inside. The outside is what got this place rolling. Who taught you how to make fried chicken?
My grandmother.
What's the key to making great fried chicken?
It's gotta keep it juicy. You gotta boil it. Next, we have our garlic powder.
Gotta love garlic.
Celery salt.
Okay, so you cook the chicken just to where it's done.
Correct.
Then we'll batter it, then we'll fry it.
Absolutely.
Dig it, let's see it. Oh, that just coats right on there. Is that golden super delicious?
Yep.
Wow. It's super tender and moist. But my gosh, it falls apart. You know the first thing I get out of that?
What's that?
Is that garlic flavor of that chicken when it boiled. Sure, there's a different way to do chicken.
Thank you.
Fried chicken is coming up.
It's like East meets West in Salt Lake City.
It's a flavor bomb.
We got 2 more minutes on the curry kebabs.
Amazing. Like, they use traditional spices.
Like the Pakistani flavors Sonny Nassar learned to cook with at his parents' popular joint down the street.
Perfect, look at that.
Now he and his wife, Iram,
How's your meal?
are adding to his family's local reputation.
My mom and dad opening up Curry in a Hurry back in '98. That's the first halal restaurant in Utah. We had people coming in that never even
Had curry in their life.
Never.
But what you're doing is taking traditional fried chicken that everybody knows and understands, but putting the curry spin to it.
This combination is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I find myself just like craving it sometimes.
It's just like a really powerful blend of spices.
What are we starting with, my brother?
So we're making our house garam masala.
So toasting the spices.
Yeah, start with the coriander, whole black pepper, mustard seeds,
Clove,
cumin,
a bunch of cinnamon, and bay leaf.
bay leaf.
Well, you really are putting a toast on
Yeah,
that, dude.
there it is.
We'll be back next week.
It works.
Real deal.
Garam masala, black pepper. This is an Indian chili powder. It's spicy, actually. Salt, hot curry powder. that goes in the batter, in the brine, as well as on top of the chicken.
So now we make the brine.
Water, vinegar,
Lemon juice,
black pepper,
salt,
curry powder, house garam masala that we just made, ginger,
garlic.
Add our cut chicken to the brine for 24 hours.
Next up,
we add our house spice to it. Chicken breading.
How long does that take to fry?
About 15 minutes. So now we're making our lentil curry. Add the water, the yellow lentils, green lentils, salt, garam masala.
Hot curry powder?
Crushed chili peppers.
Pakistani food's that hot?
It is. The Indian chili powder again. Let's let that cook about 2 hours or so. And then oil, the onions, cumin. So that's gonna be the sizzle that's gonna go on top of the lentils.
Let's plate it.
Our lentils and our mixed veggie curry.
Right on top of the rice.
That's it. Our house ranch, chili sambal for more spice.
On my salad.
House pita and our curry fried chicken. You season it off with that house spice. You know that line chicken.
Winner.
Chicken dinner.
There we go. If all you sold was spicy lentils, I would show up.
That's it.
The lentils are really gangster.
So the fried chicken.
That's good crisp on that.
I like to get the pita bread, put everything in it, and just make a little bite of it. It's good stuff.
To get all that curry spice, then you get the moisture and the fat of the chicken. Wow, that's a lot of flavor. Bro, real deal.
Thank you.
2 curry fried chicken plates.
This chicken is unique.
It wrecks fried chicken. There's so much flavor in it.
Wrecks it.
Oh, it's very crunchy, very juicy.
These pizzas are the creation of chef and owner Tom Fay, who came back home after culinary school and opened this joint in 2011. When did you get the brainchild to open up the pizza joint?
Knowing that we needed to fill a niche in town, serve pizza by the slice, and just...
So no one was doing pizza by the slice?
No, just needed to be up to par. We needed some good pizza in town. Funky chicken.
I love the funky chicken pizza. It's probably one of the most delicious pieces of pizza I've had.
Time to get down with the funky chicken.
Starts with the chicken. Chicken breasts. Some fresh chopped basil.
A boatload of garlic.
Lemon slices. And oil.
So how long are we gonna let this marinate?
24 hours.
24 hours into a sheet pan, then in the oven. And we're gonna cook it at this 525?
575.
575. All right, how long we been in?
25 minutes.
That smells awesome.
Dust the peel here.
Is this a cornmeal and flour?
Yep.
You hand throw all this?
Hand tossed. It's the only way to go.
Whoa!
Hey now.
I like that. Okay, first up, pesto.
Fresh basil pesto. Mozzarella cheese. Another roasted chicken. Artichoke hearts.
Red onions.
And ricotta cheese.
Here we go.
575.
For how long?
10 minutes.
That's not hot at all.
When the pesto's boiling on the pizza, note to self.
Let it cool.
Let it cool, fool. Roasting the chicken with the garlic, outrageous. Making your own pesto, over the top. A little bit of that ricotta coming in, creaminess, saltiness. How did you come up with the name Funky Chicken?
Funky chicken is just one of my favorite dances.
Oh. There's one other person I know that Funky Chicken is one of her favorite dances. Let's get Aunt Polly on the phone.
Hey, honey.
Hi, Aunt Polly. How are you? I'm at a joint in Jackson, Wyoming, and they have a pizza called the Funky Chicken.
No way.
Can you give me a little Funky Chicken?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
Ready? How funky is your chicken? How loose is your goose?
All right.
Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Polly.
This Marine right here, this aviator, has got his hands full with a scratch-made joint and a really cool sports bar. And now we are going chicken pot pie. This is real deal because we're taking it from roasted chicken all the way through.
Absolutely.
You the man.
We have our own rub for the chicken, thyme, oregano, parsley, little celery salt,
little mustard,
bushberry pepper, cayenne.
Wow. A red chili flake and granulated garlic.
Mix all this together, and then we just take this mixture and just rub it on.
Getting some under the carpet there, aren't you?
Yeah, under the carpet, over.
Now, we're gonna let this set up a little bit before you cook it?
Let this set for like 2 hours and walk in.
Then in the oven at 350, hour and 15 minutes. Bring it out.
Let it cool, then we take the skin off and pull it.
Pull all the meat, save the bones, make the stock. That lives in the house at Joe Bill.
You got it.
Gosh, I like the way you roll.
Now we're gonna make the filling for the chicken pot pie. So we start with some olive oil,
some mirepoix,
white onions, fresh garlic, celery, carrot.
Sweating everybody down.
And we take our white wine. We bring this up to a slight boil and then just bring it down to a slow roll for about 20 minutes. Then once they're translucent, we'll add our mushrooms. Let this sweat down some more. Salt, pepper,
basil,
oregano, parsley, cayenne.
There you go, buddy.
Stir that in. Again, let it heat up.
Chicken stock?
We make our own chicken stock. Bring it up to a slow boil.
And next up?
The roux, cowboy roux.
Cowboy roux?
That's what we call it, because we're the cowboy state.
I've never heard anybody name their roux. Kanga roux.
Just mix that in, get everything coated real nice.
I had nothing for that.
Heavy cream. We'll mix that in again, reduce it down about a third. Potatoes, pulled chicken. Stir that in and simmer this for about 15 minutes and she's ready to go.
Puff pastry on top.
Little egg wash.
Okay, in the oven, and that's it.
That's it. 6 minutes.
Got it. Look at that. Good looking pot pie. You know, there's something about chicken on the bone to make the stock from the bone. There's such a depth. It's creamy. Love that you got the mushrooms in there. Not a ton of crust. The veggies are tender, but you get some real texture out of those carrots and the celery. Dynamite.
Thanks.
Watch out for this guy.
Chicken pot pie.
There's a lot of really tasty things inside of it.
It's creamy, has a great crunch on the crust up top. It's hearty, it's great.
This is a destination restaurant, but you do want to come here.
It's just a wonderful place to come.
You named the joint Sidewinders after something that was so major in your life, being a pilot in the Marine Corps. So I could understand why when you're gonna do something to that degree, you're gonna make sure that the food has that much respect as well. And you really have shown that. That's not typically what you find in a sports bar. Nice job, Joe.
Thank you.
I gotta see some chicken dumplings. So how do we make it here?
We bake the chickens for Wednesday. We have baked chicken on the menu. My dad wanted to incorporate leftovers into an entree, not to waste the food, so he started doing chicken and dumplings.
Cram everybody in.
Put a little water in the pan to kind of braise it, and I'm gonna coat it with a little margarine so that the seasoning sticks. Salt, black pepper, chili powder, brown sugar, a little paprika.
Pop in the oven.
350 for about an hour and 20 to an hour and 30 minutes. Pull that out, drain it.
That'll get shredded, and we'll start building the gravy.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're gonna start off with a little margarine, melt that down, saute a little celery. We're gonna do a little onion.
When he says little, he's little.
A lot of garlic. You're getting a lot of the seasoning that's already been in here.
In the chicken.
Yes, the leftover drippings from the baked chicken. Stir that around. After all the vegetables have been sauteed, gonna add some water to it. More garlic.
Very nice.
We like the garlic here. Black pepper, white pepper, poultry seasoning, which is got, a little sage.
The sage, big key.
Mix those seasonings, add a little chicken base.
Chicken flavor and salt.
The next thing we add is the chicken.
A lot of big flavor coming out of the bones and the skin.
Yep. Boil the chicken for about 45 minutes to an hour.
So you're gonna cook in this and fortify this stock.
Yep.
Strain that out so you supplement what you have left over from Wednesday.
Exactly.
Got it? Now we've got our clear stock ready to work with.
And now we're gonna make the dumplings.
Dig it?
I do my all-purpose and self-rising.
I'm wearing black, you have flour, I'm gonna stand back. You're using a combo, because all-purpose wouldn't rise, it would just make a hard rock.
Sprinkle a pinch of salt.
Please tell me that is straight up lard.
Oh, this is straight up lard.
Yes. This is where you're gonna get that real unctuous flavor. We're basically making biscuits. We're gonna cut that lard into that flour and tighten it up with some ice water.
Yeah.
We got the right consistency here. Now we'll flour the board, roll it out, make the dumpling.
You got it.
You got a rolling pin, son?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at that. How long has that been around? It says it right there. It says legally stolen from Abe Lincoln.
And it's important we put a little extra flour on them because it helps the stock thicken up.
You're not too worried that it's exact size. You just want to make sure they don't stick together.
Yeah.
You look at this little square right now. This thing's going to become about that big around. It's going to be awesome.
Add these in here. Got to stir them immediately.
Right off the bat, it'll stick.
You got it.
Look how they start to puff up. I want to eat that.
Cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then when there's about 10 minutes left, we're gonna add the chicken. So the chicken heats back up. Just take the whole pan, dump it in there. Why not? Good to go.
That's how we do it. Oh, man. Oh.
It's thickened up real good.
Look at that. That's a good looking dumpling right there. That's about as old school as you're gonna find them.
All right.
Some of that roasted chicken in there. I'm just stalling so I can shovel it all in. It's a nice day out. These are good spoons. Creaminess, tender chunks of chicken. I almost finished the whole bowl in that time.
This is the neighborhood pub with above average pub fare.
Cream sauce for the green chili cheese fries?
It's off the beaten path, but the food is really great.
You come for the food.
I come for the food.
You're double fisting it right now, and you come for the food.
That one's coffee.
And the 1-2 Keg Kitchen Punch was all part of the plan when John Rowley and Jeffrey Kaplan partnered up on this place.
I wanted to do like a gastropub with good beer, and he wanted a farmhouse brewery with good food.
What kind of food do you guys do?
We do like farm-to-table dishes we all grew up with, but just a little upscale. Chicken biscuit with fries in the window.
The chicken and biscuit sandwich is one of my go-to comfort foods.
That biscuit, of course, really sells it.
Really, really tasty.
We're gonna do chicken and biscuits?
Yeah. We're just gonna start off with the brine, hot water, garlic powder, kosher salt, some sugar, throw in an ice to cool that down so we're not scorching the chicken.
Chicken breast, chicken thigh.
We do an airliner that we cut the wing off of.
So the airliner was to make the food a little bit fancier on the airline. They would leave the wing connected to it.
But I also heard because it's like still got the wing, so it flies.
Oh, I haven't heard that one. I'll go with that also. So you just trim off this, save that for wings later?
Yep. We just want to make it a little more flat. We're gonna let this brine overnight.
So now we're getting chefy. We're gonna go sous vide.
Correct. We're going to bag it up, put it in our cryovac machine.
What temp are you running?
165, and we let this go for about an hour.
Par cook it a bit, so when you're breading it and frying it, you're gonna be able to achieve that really nice crisp and not have to wait for it to cook all the way through.
Exactly. It stays nice and juicy and tender all the time. Dredge it in rice flour and fry it at order.
We gotta make the biscuit.
Yep. So we had our flour in, salt, baking soda, baking powder.
Mix the dry a little bit.
We're gonna add our cold butter in, local goat cheddar.
Goat cheddar, really?
Green onion as well.
And last but not least, the buttermilk.
As soon as this kind of all sticks together, it's done. Dump this out on here, and then we're gonna do a little fold on it. We're gonna do that a couple times to make sure we got some nice layers. We got our little custom maker that's a little bit bigger.
That's a big biscuit.
Oh, it's a big sandwich. I'm a big guy.
What temp?
350 for about 18 minutes.
All right, chef, let's see it.
Toasted our house-made biscuit.
Okay.
We're gonna put a little horseradish crema, our chicken breast that we just took out of the fryer.
House-made pickles. Real thin batter on that chicken from the rice flour, but super crunchy.
And then our onion rings from the rice flour as well.
I love it. Nice tender biscuit. Great chicken. This is tender, great flavor. You're definitely getting a little bit of the brine. It's a light, crisp fry, and the brine of the pickle and the horseradish sauce is dynamite. I give you props.
Chicken biscuit sandwich.
The chicken is fantastic. It's moist, it's fresh.
It's quick, it's easy, and you can get some really good barbecue.
But this neighborhood joint wasn't initially on chef and owner Dan Sheridan's radar.
I had a small pickling company going on.
Pickling company. Yeah, everybody has one of those.
We would have to sell tons of pickles to pay rent.
I mean, that'll put you in a pickle.
Yeah, it would.
So Dan tapped into his culinary background and went full-blown barbecue, smoking up everything from beef
Brisket rib plate
to bird, like what this little barbecue spot is known for.
Chicken salad sandwich.
Chicken salad sandwich?
The smoked chicken salad is out of this world. It's got the smokiness of the chicken, the celery, ton of spices in there.
It's awesome.
So what are we starting off with?
Our dry rub. We use this for every meat. The cumin, garlic powder, some onion powder, chili powder.
Seasoned salt?
Cayenne, salt, black pepper, dry mustard, Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
Paprika, brown sugar into that. That's ready to go on our meats. So we start with about a 3.5-pound chicken, spatchcock it.
Take the backbone out.
Seasoned right on the skin.
Now, how long are we gonna let this sit on there?
A few hours.
Go into this smoker.
2.5, 3 hours.
What kind of wood?
We use all cherry wood here. Everything's at 250 degrees. Then we shred it.
Because there's no bones in your chicken salad.
No, we take those out.
I didn't know if it might be a Wilmington thing, like, hey, free bone. No, okay.
No.
Next up?
We make all our own bacon here. We put some bits in our chicken salad sandwich.
Okay.
Our house dry rub, which we just made.
Great.
Pink curing salt. Finish it with some brown sugar. So we'll score the fat, and that just helps it get inside there. It'll go on 6, 7 days. No, we just rinse it.
And on the 7th day, they rinsed. In the smoker, cherry wood at 250.
Yes.
So no joke, all smoke. All right. Go before I eat all the bacon.
Mayo, white and dark meat, celery, bacon. About half gone already. But
Okay, well, someone was eating it.
lemon, dill, seasoning salt, pepper. We're ready to go. We get brioche buns.
Where do you buy the pickles from?
We make all our pickles here, of course. A nice spoonful.
That's all she wrote. Anytime you're making smoked chicken and smoked bacon, put them together in a sandwich. Can't go wrong.
Not too much smoke on the chicken. We got a little celery in there. Base foundation. Well, right. What are these pickled with?
Vinegar, salt, sugar. There's some dill in there, our dry rub, and some Old Bay.
The dry rub gets in the pickles, too?
Yes, sir, everything.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Chicken salad coming up.
We're gonna make the brine, water,
brown sugar,
kosher salt, orange concentrate.
Orange concentrate. Okay, I like it.
Lemon juice, ginger.
Got it.
A sea salt blend.
Red chili flake, little granulated garlic, yada, yada, yada.
Yep. Rosemary, fresh thyme, fresh sage.
Simmer for 15, 20 minutes. And how long is this gonna brine?
Overnight.
What's our next step?
Making a buffalo sauce.
Regular old buffalo sauce isn't good enough?
Nope. Hot sauce, the Reaper sauce. It's also another style of wing sauce. White pepper, chili, cumin, ginger, mustard, cayenne, turmeric.
There you go with that concentrated orange juice again.
And the butter. We have our buttermilk and the buffalo sauce that we just made.
So this goes in brines for another day?
Yep.
Next up.
Caramelized onion cream sauce, clarified butter, salad oil, onions, sea salt blend, white pepper, garlic.
And deglazed little white wine?
Cream, a little bit of cream cheese, and let that reduce. We've got to make the chicken flour.
Got it.
AP flour, basil, oregano, cumin, thyme, ginger. Guess what?
Garlic.
White pepper.
White pepper. Oh! How did I miss that? He teed it up.
Rubbed sage.
Chili powder.
Mustard, cumin, coriander, parsley, paprika.
Are we missing salt there? Or?
Thank you.
So now the chicken comes out of that to high gluten flour, into an egg wash, into this, and then we go to the fryer. And all we do is just take a regular baked potato, smash it, throw it in there when the chicken's cooking.
That's it. Top them with the green beans, our chicken, onion cream sauce, scallions on top. Bon appetit.
And that chicken is layered with flavor, and it soaks up that brine, so it's super juicy. And the caramelized onion anti-speedo gravy is the piece de resistance. I mean, that's what ties this whole thing together. This is a stick-to-your-ribs kind of a meal, and it's really done with real culinary process.
Chicken fried skillets up.
50s diner kind of place.
It's like a down-home country kitchen. Biscuits and gravy up.
You get a lot of food.
Here's your chicken fried skillet.
Hungry guys to feed. A lot of loggers, construction guys.
And just about everyone else.
We come here all the time. We love it.
Pancakes, hash browns, everything.
Simple, straightforward comfort food, man. Same stuff this joint's been serving up for decades.
Broccoli and cheddar scramble.
So when longtime restaurant vet Jimmy Pertee bought the place...
A little more coffee.
He kept what worked.
It's essentially the same menu.
With a few of his own twists.
Where'd the recipe for the chicken and dumplings come from?
From my mother.
And now head cook Ben McFarland's cranking them out.
Chicken and dumplings up.
This chicken and dumpling is to die for.
This is the chicken for the chicken and dumplings. What we're gonna do is skin it.
Skin it first?
This is the fun part.
It doesn't dry out?
No. I leave the fat on it.
That's flavor.
Throw it on the sheet pan. Add olive oil. Just rub the olive oil on it.
There you go.
I'm gonna sprinkle the rosemary on there.
Salt and pepper?
Nope.
Living on the edge, huh?
That's right.
Then we bake it.
Without any skin?
Without any skin. Seasons the chicken without having to worry about the rosemary not penetrating the skin.
I'm down with that. Roast off at 350 for how long?
40 minutes.
It's cooled down and now you debone it.
That's right.
A lot of work for chicken and dumplings.
You know it is, but it's worth it.
All right, brother, what are we on to now?
Dough for our dumplings and little biscuits to go on top.
Roll.
Flour, baking powder, baking soda,
Leavening agent.
salt. Mix it in the whole bar. I'm gonna add the butter about 10 minutes. This is what we mix together, kind of eyeball it around here.
Buttermilk, acid, that helps activate the leavening agent.
Just mix it.
So it's just a little wet, tacky.
Pat it out.
You don't want to mess with it too much.
Give it one little roll.
1/4 inch. Just knocked over your shot glasses.
That's all right. It's more than a shot glass. That's our dumpling cutter here.
Like your idea.
This is the same dough we're gonna use for the biscuits. Cut them smaller.
You'll cut them smaller than this?
That's right. Rework it.
How can you make any smaller?
We use what's available.
This is really the way you guys do this?
This is really the way we do it.
I'm down with it, but gosh, that looks like a lot of work. Now onto a grease sheet, pop in the oven, 350 for 6 minutes.
Yep.
Time to make the chicken and dumplings.
Start with our water, carrots, dill, cayenne pepper, parsley, basil, salt, and let that come to a boil and cook.
So that's boiling.
The carrots are soft. We're gonna add onions, celery, and our peas. Throw in our chicken.
We have chicken stock coming into this game at all?
Nope.
So no chicken stock.
No chicken stock. We'll let it boil with the chicken for a minute and get the flavor and the fat out of the chicken. And we're gonna throw our dumplings in there.
That just goes till those puff up?
We'll boil it for about 10 minutes till the dough cooks, and then it's ready to go.
Wait to try this. That's a normal portion?
That's our normal portion. We're gonna add our little biscuits.
That is thick. I didn't think it was gonna nearly have the chicken flavor. You got a ton in there. Look at that big piece of chicken, the veggies. Look at the dumplings, though, right there. Firm but tender dumplings, got texture. Delicious, man. Scratch-made chicken and dumplings. You don't see this every day. It's good eats, man.
Chicken dumplings?
That's some really righteous chicken and dumplings, don't you think?
Yes, it is. Some of the best I've had.
Perfect. Just wonderful.
Jumbo cheeseburger. Folks are loving whatever he's cooking. Like honey-dipped fried bologna.
When I say good, it's good.
And a dipped smoked sausage sandwich.
Just soaks in the bread and it's great.
And jumbo cheeseburger.
Just a cheeseburger to have.
He makes a real good monster burger here.
But even with all that,
Stuff gets better every time I eat here.
the name is still Uncle Lou's Fried Chicken. And he's taking it to the max. Whole fried chicken?
That's our signature item. I can stand with that.
Must make a mess on paper. So we're gonna inject the bird.
Cajun Creole butter.
Like something you buy. So you move it around a little bit, there you go. But you don't go through the skin because then it can have a chance to leak. Now you have to be a little bit choosy about the marinade you do because it's got a bunch of sugar in it to burn your oil.
Exactly. Legs and thighs first.
40 minutes?
40 minutes.
You gonna dunk it or serve it?
We're gonna dunk it.
Look at that.
That's the magic.
The corruption. By the way, I am taking the corruption home with me. Oh my gosh. You can really pick up the flavor of that garlic butter.
You really don't need a knife.
Look how tender and juicy that is. And that's it. It's not really oily. I think people think, oh, you fried it, it's got to be all oily. Take our first family photo. Looks like us, doesn't it? You're off the chain, man. I got to tell you. Wow, that's good. This is like real chicken.
Oh, exactly.
What do you think?
Oh, it is. It's very good chicken.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Hot wings here are great.
Mama don't even cook it better than that.
You ever had this chicken? It's crazy. You got a lot to be proud of. Thank you. If you live within 300 miles of this joint, you should be getting yourself over here right quick now. You know what I do? Chicken's free. Napkins are $500 each.
Barbecue nachos with pork.
Food here is phenomenal.
Half rack, bean and mac.
It is a bonanza of barbecue bliss.
Courtesy of champion barbecuers Darren Worth and Shad Curtin, two dudes who opened this joint in 2010. And at 11,000 square feet, well, I'm calling it the Swine Coliseum. This is nuts. 3 full-blown smokers, 24/7.
24/7.
That's a big Ferris wheel in Flavortown.
The brisket pork, the ribs are crazy.
And don't forget about the chicken.
Asian smoked wings?
They've got a real nice smoke flavor to them, and then they deep fry them. They've got a nice crunch at the end.
But the whole coop come with this order?
The whole coop.
Not mine. And I like that you cook your wing crispy. It's fantastic. Cherrywood plays in perfect. Great spice, nice balance, subtle, not overdone. Great job, brother. Great job.
Asian smoked wings?
The smoked wings are really juicy, really tender.
I love the Asian glazed sauce. It's fantastic.
You can see why they get awards for their food.
There are a lot of trophies around here. You know you're getting something good.
I'm really impressed that not only to see you in the barbecue competition circuit and how well you've done, but to see that you guys are the real deal, running your restaurant, making great food. Which means cooking up more than just Q.
Apple dumpling.
That apple dumpling is to die for. Just melts in your mouth.
It's even better than my grandmother's.
This is money. Well, you get that tang, you get a little bit of the crunch of the dough, then you get some of the soft dough that's cooked in the syrup the entire time. Apple dumpling gang rides again. This rocks.
Here's the apple dumpling.
A little tartness, a little sweetness. It's just the perfect combination.
Just like a little taste of heaven.
Tenderloin with fries.
It's just really a wonderful experience.
Order up in the window.
I love this place.
You have got a real nice variety on your menu. And the food's legit, man. You're the real deal. Thank you. No wonder you win all the time.
They've won all over northern Nevada.
He's got trophies that are just used to wedge open a window. I mean, they're just laying around here. I think someone used one as a step stool a second ago.
We did the chicken wing competition. We did first place for about 5 years. 5 wing nachos up.
The smoked wing nachos are awesome.
Everything that you usually see on nachos now suddenly is on chicken. They're just devastating.
We have our chicken wings. We're gonna make our smoked wing nachos. We're gonna rub them down with some oil.
Oil only.
That's it.
No salt, no pepper now.
Not yet, because we're gonna deep fry them. We don't want that char flavor on the rub.
Okay. That's a big wing. There's a couple wingless pterodactyls out there.
Smoke them for about 45 minutes, 275.
Okay, come out of the smoker, into the fryer. All right, what are we into?
Dry rub, which is half Cajun seasoning, half rib rub. This is our Cajun seasoning, paprika, salt, granulated garlic, black pepper, white pepper, onion powder, ground thyme, dry mustard, and chili powder.
Got it.
And we're gonna go rib rub, salt, white pepper, paprika, black pepper, chili powder.
This is gonna get interesting in a second. Sugar?
White sugar, brown sugar clumps, granulated garlic.
You don't find the burn on the white sugar?
No, I like it.
You've won competitions with this rub.
I have.
I won't tell anybody.
Do a little half and half here.
And this is what we're gonna sprinkle on the wings.
Hit it with some moonshine barbecue sauce, cheese, bacon. Pop it in the oven for a minute.
Okay. So where are the tortillas?
There are no tortillas. The wing is the nacho. It has all the toppings on it. All right.
This I gotta see.
Diced tomato.
How are you gonna get the tomato to stay on the chicken wing?
Green onion. Spicy ranch. Sour cream.
It's a really good wing. I love the smoke, a little fry to it. When you do the tortilla chip, you get the crunch of the outside of the wing. The cheese melts on really nice. Then you have the bacon sticking to it, so you get all best of both worlds all over it. You hit that moonshine sauce on there, which is dynamite. You get yourself some of the cool sour cream. That's one of the most unique dishes I've seen on Triple D, and you actually pull it off. We're talking about scratch-made sandwiches, funky creations.
Nacho Pollo Loco in the window.
The Nacho Pollo Loco sandwich is ridiculous. The chicken itself is breaded with the nacho cheese chips.
You don't find this anywhere else.
It's really delicious.
Now we're gonna get into a chicken sandwich that's coated in nacho cheese chips. This is the kind of stuff that we used to make up when we were in college. When you would have the leftover potato chips that were the crumbles at the bottom, I would always incorporate those.
First, we're gonna season the egg wash here. We've got some hot sauce, kosher salt, fresh cracked pepper. Throw a quick whisk on that. All natural chicken breast. Little dredge there for the flour. Into our seasoned egg wash. Then we're gonna pack those chips on there.
You wanna get that crunch and you wanna get that flavor.
We don't fry them, we bake them. It's healthy.
See?
Come on.
Just when you think they weren't gonna let you be healthy at the Full Belly Deli, they go ahead and bake the chicken.
We bake the chicken.
Next up?
The Southwest sauce. We're gonna add our chipotles and adobo, fresh cilantro,
A little heat in that.
mayonnaise, sour cream. Then we're gonna add the chipotle and cilantro mixture.
I just got a huge waft of that smoky, dried chipotle. Very interesting. I'll hold this, Your Honor.
Okay. Horseradish, lemon juice, salt, pepper. Finish it off.
Okay.
Pickles are next.
Got it. This is an immersion circulator?
Yes.
Well, isn't that just the cutest little thing? We have a fountain like that in our room. I could also be brining my pickles.
We've got white vinegar here, sugar, salt, and that'll be our brining liquid. We're gonna go whole yellow mustard seed, toasted caraway seed here, peppercorns.
Tricolor?
Yep. Whole garlic, bay leaf, and arbol chili, fresh dill. Then we're gonna add our pickling cucumbers.
Okay.
Then we have our brine.
How long are we gonna go sous vide?
2.5 hours. at
Really?
140.
Could you use some really good sous vide terminology?
Let's go 39.9.
There you go.
For 2 hours and 41 minutes. And
They'll be done.
then we let them sit overnight.
Look at this. Can I just come in and buy this?
Yes, you can.
Good, I'll take this. So jalapenos and a bunch of cheddar.
Toast it up. We've got our Southwest sauce, romaine lettuce and heirloom tomatoes, pickle,
I like where we're going.
nacho crusted chicken breast. Fold it over.
Dude. Bread is dynamite. It's got good texture, good chew, but not heavy. I love the cheese and the jalapenos on the outside. And the chicken breast, it's got a really good crunch. I mean, I heard it when you hit it with the knife. Awesome smokiness out of the Southwest sauce. But the kicker that refreshes it is that pickle. And that pickle sings.
Singing pickles. Nacho pollo and jalapeno coming in.
The chicken is real juicy, real tender, but the chips add like a perfect crunch.
The pickles are amazing. Nothing like any pickles I've ever had.
The jalapeno cheddar bread is definitely the way to go. Spicy, but cheesy.
If you're looking for a great sandwich, I would say this is the best place to come.
And you're gonna leave with a full belly.
Sarah's waffle up.
Everything's waffles here, and these are the best waffles in town.
More waffle batter.
They're appealing to the eye, and your tongue will be happy.
But it was actually health that was Derek Green's true inspiration.
Recipes and everything that I came up with literally was because I had a wife that had cancer and also had a mom that had cancer. And you can hide a lot of ingredients in the waffle so that they don't have to take as many pills.
After his wife passed, Derek took his waffles to the public, working his way to opening this joint that he runs with his wife, Leron.
4 confused cousins.
This one has mac and cheese, it has barbecue sauce. The chicken's all phenomenal. You will not go away hungry.
What are we into, Chef?
This is the waffle for the confused cousin chicken sandwich.
Confused is right here.
almond milk, flour, baking powder, pure vanilla. I have a second type of vanilla, also a pure vanilla, white sugar, brown sugar, and then we have a substitute for eggs. Keep it vegan. Coconut oil.
And let her fly. Next step.
Chicken coating. Unbleached all-purpose flour, adobo, granulated garlic, white pepper. This is a Mediterranean spice blend that we import from Israel.
That's awesome.
Parsley, granulated onion, kosher salt.
Got it.
Next, the chicken. We're gonna go dry flour, egg wash, dry flour, grease. 350, 6 minutes.
What are we making next?
Garlic mac.
Okay.
Colby Jack cheese.
Oh, you're going immersion circulator.
Yes.
Aren't we chefing it up a bit now?
Sharp cheddar cheese, sodium citrate to make sure that it doesn't clump up.
And some heavy cream.
Seal that up.
Why not just melt it in a pan like everybody else?
Sous vide.
Hot shot.
We have our noodles in the pan, eggs, bacon fat.
Oh, so another vegan dish.
Nothing vegan about this one, brother. Ghee, garlic salt, granulated garlic, white pepper.
You got to think about white pepper.
The white pepper is there because a lot of our dishes have turmeric, an active ingredient that is curcumin, very healthy for you. And one of the best ways for the body to absorb that is mixed with white pepper.
Okay.
Dump that cheese sauce and some heavy cream in this.
The last thing we have to make is the barbecue sauce, and then the barbecue sauce is part of the house sauce.
Correct. Water, brown sugar, paprika, mustard, garlic, black pepper, salt.
All right.
Ketchup, lemon juice, molasses, liquid smoke, light corn syrup.
Take me to Flavor Town, brother.
So for our house sauce, we're gonna begin with some hot sauce, ranch, then that barbecue sauce, honey.
Let's see it, bud.
Grill some cheese, chicken, maple syrup, scoop up this side of cheese, slap some bacon on there, garlic mac, spicy barbecue. Smash that down, finish that off with a little bit of house sauce.
I'm actually scared. Can I phone a friend? I wonder how much this little piggy weighs. 2 pounds. You think I need more of that in my day? You eat this. I don't even know how to attack it.
Hands.
Pick it up? You have a pressure washer?
That's a bite.
Mac and cheese is delicious. Chicken's nice crisp on that, nice crunch. One of my favorite things is that spicy barbecue sauce. That contrasting with the maple syrup, you get the hot, you get the spice, then you get the sweet. It is a gigantic juxtaposition of flavors and textures. Dynamite.
Here's your confused cousin.
We do not show up in Alaska without the Alaska superstar of diners, drive-ins, and dives, the one and only Benny Lin from Pagoda Restaurant in North Pole, Alaska. So what do you think?
Good flavor. The barbecue sauce, very nice. Good waffle. Crispy, the chicken cooked just right.
Who was the one that emailed me, said I had to come check this joint out?
I love fried chicken.
Coming at you.
It's about the chicken.
It is.
Always hot and fresh. You email me?
I did. I emailed you in February.
Why did you send this to me?
It's got a lot of history behind it. Known as one of the oldest bar in Oklahoma and best fried chicken in the state.
Just ask anyone here. How's the fried chicken?
Here we go.
Chicken started in 1960. My brother George, he would cook them on an old cast iron skillet on a stove.
George passed away back in 1964, but his brothers Ed,
Looking good.
and Paul
Doing fine.
are still serving it the only way you can get it.
Be careful, it's hot.
The way we've always done it, don't change a thing.
One whole cut-up bird at a time.
Open them up.
Only now it takes 8 electric fryers just to keep up.
All right.
How do we commence the chickenation?
First of all, we're going to make a breading. Wheat flour.
And why wheat flour?
That's what my brother started with.
Okay, so a lot of this goes to do with your brother.
Brother, he made the recipe. Now we have some cornmeal, some salt, a little bit of baking powder.
Now, we're not marinating this chicken or anything?
No, a little bit of sugar, paprika, and a couple other spices that I'm not telling anybody.
Can I taste it?
Tastes like paprika to you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And with some other stuff.
No, yeah, definitely got some other stuff. But you know what? Out of respect to what you're doing here and how long this has been going on, I ain't gonna say it.
Okay. Now I've got to mix it all up. You're the first person other than family in 40-some years that have seen anybody mix this. You ready
All right.
to dust some chicken? Okay. The whole chicken at a time.
So even on your birthday, you can't come in and just get all wings?
No. Nope. That's the way it always was. That's the way it's going to be.
Because that's what your brother wanted.
That's what he did, and we're not changing any of that.
Okay, dig that. Do you have a favorite fryer? Do you name them?
This is a good one here, Elsie.
You name it Elsie? Wanda, Wheezy, Penelope, and Sandy. Well, what temperature are you running these? 350? 330.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cook it as fast to get it brown as fast. It makes sure that you cook that meat all the way through.
Yeah.
And how many minutes does it take to cook a chicken?
15 minutes.
I thought that the wings cooked a little faster than the breasts.
That's what we've always done.
That's just the way we do it. So how about this? New rule. Quit asking questions.
Give that a little bit of a stir.
So they don't stick together. And that's it. See, I want this. Did you just call it chicken up?
What do you like the best? I'll put them on top.
Oh, I'm a wing and thigh kind of guy. Well, this is just ridiculous because it's molten hot right now.
I know.
Excellent, man. Super tender and juicy. The skin turns into a nice crust because of the flour and the cornmeal. But boy, it's good. It's cooled down to a point now where I can just start shoveling it in.
Here's the chicken.
The most tender, the juiciest chicken I've ever had.
Tastes like my grandmother's chicken.
It's crispy, it's crunchy. It's kind of like to mix in the bread and butter pickle.
And around here, everybody's got their own way of eating it.
Pick at it and pick at it, and then you go at it.
You have to have a bite of your chicken and a bite of the pickle and a bite of onions.
Pickle, onion. That's the way to do it. When you come to Texas and you get hash, you're gonna get it with chicken.
Well, only here.
Okay.
This is my thing.
It's my thing. Word.
Season it, chili powder, garlic, just a handful, no measurement, a little bit of black pepper. We're gonna bake this, don't ask me how long, just till I can smell it done.
You're a smell cooker.
When I can smell it, then I know it's done.
So no oil or anything, just pop it in there, you got the chicken fat. Now what's gonna happen? We'll bring that out, chop it up.
Gonna dice this up nice, a little bit of butter.
The whole farm on that one there.
Yeah, potatoes. We're gonna brown them up, kind of a little crispy. We're gonna add a little bell pepper to it. We're gonna add some onions, black pepper. Then we're gonna add this chicken. We'll stir that in. A little Tony Satchery seasoning.
Just let that crisp up.
Hash is good. We're going to get us some of these tortillas, fried real crisp. Put this mixture on top of it.
When you said hash, I didn't expect that.
With a little queso on the top.
What's in the queso?
Milk, bell peppers, jalapenos, maybe 1 or 2 habaneros, slurry of flour and milk.
A little roux.
Thicken it up a little bit, and the cheese, American cheese. And that's it, and we just kind of drizzle that over the top. And it's a little spicy.
No, here?
No.
Edie, spicy?
No. Tomatoes and avocados. Crunch up that tortilla in there.
That's the way I like it right there. Oh, that's great. That's some righteous hash, girl. Oh, you know what the kicker is here?
The tortillas.
Absolutely. But the extra kicker, that cheese sauce, it's almost like a Mexican Alfredo. You gotta try this. Nice job.
Thank you, sir.
That is really good.
Good.
It's always kind of never hit or miss because it's always a hit.
Saag paneer on A1, please. It's like a smorgasbord of flavors.
The lamb karahi.
When this restaurant came, it was a huge welcome for people to understand how great Indian food really is.
And it's Chef Sham Arora and his family who are schooling the locals about the regional flavors of their homeland.
Northern India.
Northern is more meat and more sauce?
It's like more rich food, like more everything.
And when did you come to the United States?
1997.
And then your whole family's here now?
Yes, sir.
Everybody work in the restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's everything tasting over here, guys?
I love the lentil bread. I love the plum sauce. I love the tikka masala.
Would it be easier to ask you what you don't like?
Probably.
The chicken tikka masala.
So today we had the chicken tikka masala, which is like an Indian stew.
It's creamy. It has incredible flavor. You just get the whole experience.
What are we gonna make?
Chicken tikka masala.
Gotta do the sauces first.
Yeah. We're just going to make onion gravy. Oil, cumin, coriander.
I'm done cutting all of these onions.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome very little. Be careful with those. I'd worked on those all day.
Tomato.
In the water.
Next, we have to make a separate sauce. Oil, ginger garlic, this garam masala. Turmeric, paprika.
We'll add it to the onions and the tomatoes. We'll hit it with the immersion blender, and then the onion gravy's done.
Onion gravy is done.
Now we're gonna make the chicken for the tikka masala.
Yes, sir. Homemade yogurt, salt on it, paprika, turmeric, garam masala, and lemon juice, ginger garlic, then little touch of color. We add some chicken.
48 hours of marinade.
48.
What temperature is the tandoor oven running at right now?
Almost 400.
Is there wood in there?
Mystery charcoal.
You're not gonna tell me? It's a mystery charcoal.
No, mystery
I wonder if it's, mesquite.
Mesquite charcoal.
Thought it was mystery charcoal. Chicken's working, time for the sauce.
Put some little ginger garlic, little bell pepper, some cream.
Onion gravy, tomato gravy.
This is the chicken tikka.
And how long does this cook?
Just until boiled.
And what's in the rice, chef?
Cloves, bay leaf, and cumin seed.
Delicious.
Then fenugreek leaf, cilantro, tikka masala, and then good to go, sir.
Now, what is the correct way to eat this?
Over the rice, but mostly in northern India, we have to scoop the bread.
Ah, well, you just told me put it over the rice. I'm having anxiety right now about how to shovel it in fast enough, but do it and not look like I'm the first time a dog's seen a bowl of food. Oh, so good. This is very approachable. That's probably one of the staple dishes that people should try when they're trying Indian food for the first time. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you.
Here's your ginger fried chicken.
The fried ginger chicken is really good. We call it ayam kalasan.
This tastes exactly like how my grandma used to make it.
All right, so what are we making next?
The ginger paste for ginger fried chicken. Had our candle nut, shallots, garlic, ginger, galangal, turmeric.
Fresh.
Turmeric powder. This is gonna be what's on the chicken. Now I'm gonna bruise this lemongrass, tie it up, and just stuff it in the pot. Indonesian bay leaf, turmeric, salt. We use country chicken, so it's not as like fatty as like, you know, young chicken.
Yardbird.
And then we're gonna add the paste. Let it boil.
How long?
2 hours.
Got it.
Now we add our coconut milk, and this will cook for about another 20 minutes. Strain out the ginger flakes and take out the chicken.
So much going on here.
Now we're making our sambal terasi. It's a hot sauce with shrimp paste. Thai chilies, the shrimp paste, shallots, tomatoes, lime leaf, and then you got your red peppers, sugar, salt, paprika for color. Blend.
It's when the magic happens. Delicious. Can't tell there's any shrimp paste in there or Thai chilies. We're gonna cook it off.
Yep.
So now we took the chicken out, let it dry a little bit, but you've skimmed off some of what we've cooked, and that's all on top of the chicken now.
Basically, you're frying the ginger paste. Now the ginger fried chicken is ready. You got your rice, a little sambal. Bon appetit. Salamat makan.
That's how I usually say it. I love the Yardbird. This little ginger fry crunch that's on the outside, I keep chasing it around because I want more of that. The sambal is the bomb. With the rice, with the crunch, with the fry, with the chicken, when you can get that optimum bite, it's dynamite.
Ginger fried chicken has the crispy skin that you want, but then the tender, moist meat on the inside.
The ginger, it just tingles on your tongue.
And then putting that sambal with it's super delicious.
Pyrenees is a landmark.
The food here is incredible. Good flavors, made from scratch, right from home.
And right from the Basque tradition.
Ossobuco.
This old world menu has been a longtime staple here. So when Julie and Rod Crawford took over in 2014, they weren't about to change it. Basque food, is it hard to explain that to people in Bakersfield?
No, everybody in Bakersfield gets it. It's hard to explain to the rest of the world.
Traditionally, it is ethnic food that comes from the Basque region between France and Spain.
And French-born chef Gilbert Hernandez knows a thing or two about the Basque people.
It was the best sheepherder.
The best sheepherders.
Oh, yeah.
People would ask the Basque to come to the United States to raise sheep. These are poor people living in the hills.
Yes, with nothing, they used to make a meal.
So they have to become creative.
Yes.
And they use every part of the animal.
You can get everything from the pickled tongue to soup or whatever the specials are for the day.
Fried chicken ready.
They're the best at it. It's really kind of a mainstay. It's not Southern fried chicken by any stretch of the imagination. And I think the garlic just makes it something different.
So what are we gonna make today, Chef?
Fried garlic chicken.
We're gonna fry the garlic or we're gonna fry the chicken?
And we're gonna fry the chicken.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Little chickens.
Yes.
He just takes a knife right through. No question of where the joint is. That was a no lookie. Now you're showing off.
Now we're gonna season the chicken. Salt, black pepper, garlic powder, chicken base. Then we're gonna put some fresh garlic.
Okay. A lot of garlic. Little olive oil?
Yes. You're welcome.
There we go.
Perfect.
Now, how long are we gonna let this marinate, Chef?
At least 2 hours.
At least 2 hours.
Yes. Then after, we're gonna put some buttermilk. And then after, we dredge it in the flour, seasoning flour, black pepper and salt.
That's it?
That's it.
But we're not going to the fryer. We're going to this?
Yes.
This is the Basque way of doing it, because nobody in Pyrenees Mountains had... Okay.
No.
I like how he just takes his time, just nice and easy. And how long do we cook it?
15, 20 minutes.
And what comes with this, Chef?
This comes with the green beans and French fries. Here's the chicken.
Very nice. What's in the garlic sauce?
Fresh garlic with olive oil and a little bit butter and parsley. And here is your basket garlic chicken.
The garlic on the outside is very strong, but the garlic and the flavor inside the chicken is what is really nice. It's tender, it's juicy, lots of flavor. The crust on the chicken is great. I have restaurants called Johnny Garlics. I have one in Bakersfield. But if I was gonna ever make fried garlic chicken, that would be the example. Outstanding.
The garlic just hits you right away as soon as you bite into it. Probably don't want to have your first date after you eat it, but it's very, very good.
The best chicken that you'll ever have.
Even though it's rooted in humble beginnings.
Basque food is peasant food. Cuts of meat nobody wanted, and you had to figure out a way to make those meats flavorful and tasteful.
How close is this to traditional, original Basque like you get at home?
Probably a little better than what we had at home.
Frying chicken right now in the hot grease.
You're a local food writer. What is it about Florence's?
The world moves really fast, but it doesn't here. Florence is always here. I mean, it's an inspiration for how good you can get if you take the time to do it that long.
When they ask, what do you want? I said, I want your Yam Fried Chicken.
You've never tasted something that is so moist, so good, and so flavorful.
What are we making now?
Yam fried chicken.
I don't know what yam fried chicken means, so I'm just gonna follow you.
We're gonna first stick it and season it with salt and pepper.
And then we also have a little seasoning in the flour, too. How old are those Dutch ovens there, Florence?
Oh, I wore out about 5 or 6 of them.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody wearing out a Dutch oven. I think you probably wore out some people that have worked here. I think there have been people that come to work here and that have had to go retire, and you're still working.
Yes. And they ask me all the time when I'm gonna retire.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Not soon, I hope.
Some of the people that work here told me that once in a while you quit.
When I get mad at them, I don't work anymore.
And where do you go?
Nowhere.
Oh, I gotta try that. I quit.
And we're gonna make candied yams out of these.
Bunch of cooked yams.
But all of this sugar in there.
It's a lot of sugar, ma'am.
You're in for a treat. Add some butter. After a while, it'll turn into syrup.
Anything else we're gonna serve with this?
We got greens.
Collard greens?
Yes. I'm gonna put these in the pot. And then I'll pour all this water in, baking soda. There's the sugar, salt.
Chicken stock?
We put all of that stock in. They're gonna cook about an hour and a half.
Plain old fried chicken's good for me, but now we're going yam fried chicken.
We've already put our yams on the plate.
Okay.
Take the collard greens.
Okay, good.
Right in the sauce you go. Now you try that.
All right. You invented that?
Yes.
Delicious. You really season your chicken well. There's a lot of flavor in that pot. I love collard greens. Nice and tender, not mushy. Perfectly cooked chicken, tender candied yams, and you. Package deal. Fantastic.
I need that yam fried chicken.
Amazing, tender and juicy on the inside.
The yam sauce just made it so delicious.
And how about the collards?
I have them every time I come here, and I come here from 2 to 3 times a week.
Fried chicken, I needed it 15 minutes ago. I'm running behind.
So in OKC, this is a must-go-to.
Absolutely.
You have to try it. All your taste buds are just gonna come alive at one time.
You're a big personality. You walk softly and carry a big stick.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I resemble that remark. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Watch out for Florence. She quit, she'll be back.